Is Gettysburg Farms haunted? On this tour, I'm going to take you around and share some rich history about the farm, as well as a few little spooky stories. Even though this farm is located over 30 minutes away from Gettysburg, it's named Gettysburg Farm because one of the Gettysburg battles was fought right here on this very farm. All right, 9 a.m. Saturday and Sunday they have a petting zoo. The only thing they ask for you to do is to make sure you have closed-toe shoes. This llama is interested in you, Nikita, or not.
Okay. They are just
Nikita meets the pigs. What do you think, Nikita? Do you want to check out the pigs? I really think Nikita just wants to go play in the mud. I don't think she cares about that pig. When you turn into the campground, you are going to be greeted by the ranger station, and there's somebody in there almost 24/7, and you'll stop there to get your paperwork. They do give you a gate code in case somebody's not here. There's also a call box. Gettysburg Farms has won the Traveler's Choice TripAdvisor Award several times. This farm is a working farm, and rumor has it that it's getting ready to turn around 300 years old. Right in front of you as you come in, you will find the old barn, as well as a number of amenities. As you're driving in, on your left side, you will find a row of apple trees, as well as a huge field of corn. I'm going to take you inside the barn that has been converted into a trading post, activity center, and game room. The front of the trading post has a little porch, and they have rockers and checkers, kind of like a Cracker Barrel. The landscaping and beauty of this area is absolutely breathtaking. The century-old houses are captivating. If you have your dog with you or for any reason don't want to go inside the trading post, they have an ice cream window where they usually have the window open and they will hand serve you ice cream right here, or slushies. If the trading post is closed, don't worry. They will serve you ice and firewood here. Just check with the ranger station. They also serve food at the trading post, so if you want to sit outside and have a picnic or eat your ice cream, they have plenty of picnic tables and umbrellas out here under the tree. There's a nice supply of items in here. If you've left anything behind, come into the trading post. Here are the different types of fish you can find in the creek. If you need bait, they have that in the cooler. Don't worry if you forgot your fishing pole, you can find one at the trading post. Want to enjoy the game room and don't have quarters? They have a change machine here for you. Now if you take a look, you can see the old framing for the barn because they have put the game room into this remodeled barn years ago. Your air hockey table, one of my favorite games, takes quarters as well. Their pool table takes quarters. You can find your cue sticks in this cute little keg. You'll find your miniature golf clubs inside the game room. They're right inside the door. Your putters are free. However, you can rent a ball for 50 cents. I really like when they keep scorecards and pencils for you. You don't see that too often at Thousand Trails golf courses. They have a very large activity center. You can see the structure of the barn. It's pretty cool. They keep it nice in here. It's very pretty. So on each side of the tables in the middle, they have nice round top tables for you on a raised ledge and nice cows staring at you. Not only do they play bingo here, they have a projector and a big screen that they pull down, and they will have movies as well. You can play ping pong for free right here in the activity center. Your ping pong paddles are right here in a basket, but balls are commodity here. You will need to put 50 cents in the machine to get out a ping pong ball. Oink oink, looks like the little pigs like to play ping pong too. In a corner of the rec room, there's a cozy little area where you can grab a magazine or a book and just sit back and relax. There's a small selection of puzzles and games if you want to bring them out to the table and utilize them. They have a cozy area where you can watch movies. They have a selection of DVDs for you to choose from, and you can build a real fire in the fireplace as well. Need some snacks while watching your video? You can get them right here in the snack machine. A step away from the rec hall is your miniature golf. The miniature golf here has lots of farming obstacles for you to maneuver around. Make sure your ball can get through the tires that go on your tractor. Can you get your ball up and over the watering trough, through or around the pig, taking a detour through the barn, and ending up going through the covered bridge? Now, if you paid for a novelty ball and you want to keep it, do not play the 18th hole. It will keep your ball. This working farm is complete with animals, fields of corn, and apple trees. As you come in on your left, if you want to learn more about farming, there are lots of displays with placards that tell you what the farming equipment has been used for over the years. This is a 1948 Woods Brother one-row corn picker. This working farm still has tons of cornfields. I think I'd want something a little bit more up to date. I'm not going to read all these plaques to you, but I'm telling you what, it's really fun to come up here and read about these old farm pieces. Every campground deserves a nice playground. This one is surrounded by sand and full of kids. Your trip would not be complete without family photos at the Thousand Trails Gettysburg Farm. So stop by and poke your head in and take a picture. Beside the miniature golf, there is a basketball court. It's fenced in and it has 4 courts. They keep the balls right here in a tub so you can drag one out and play basketball. And Nikita's gonna check them out for you. Do you have a special one you wanna play with? How about that black one? Let's get the black one. Ready? Let's go play basketball. Nikita likes to play with the balls here at the basketball court. Can you make a slam dunk, Nikita? A working farm would not be complete without animals. This is Ring, and his tail is cut short because he used to pull buggies. And in order to pull or race buggies, you need your tail short so it doesn't get caught. But now he's resting and at peace right here at Gettysburg Farms. Are you glad to be retired? Yeah, so am I. Well, hi there. We have another little friend. Hi. Let me see. You must be Tucker. Hi, Tucker. Oh, I got a kiss. Can I get a kiss? This is Tucker. And Tucker used to work for the police department in New York City. Hi, Tucker. Tucker has a tail. I have to say it makes it swatting flies a lot easier. I'm not sure what this little guy's name is. Nikita, don't scare him. It looks like they're having a nice appetizer of green grass. If you are here, you can buy food in the trading post and come out here and feed them yourself. Remember when you're feeding the animals to keep your hands flat and your fingers sprout out. Kind of like this. And reach over. He will eagerly take it. Right, guy? Are you ready for some food? Even the billy goats like a little food. Who doesn't? There you go. Good job. You can spread the good news around. I got some for you too. So these guys like food for pictures. All right. Is that pretty good? There are also a couple of llamas in here. This little guy is off grazing all by himself. And Nikita meets the llama. I think this little guy is infatuated with Nikita. He is following us all around the fence. Hey, they have matching ears. They both stick up. Now this working farm used to be a dairy farm. Had over 300 heads of cattle. And today we have this guy. You and Nikita are just about the same colors. I know. These silos were built pretty smart back in the day. They had a conveyor system belt that would take the silage from the silos down to the barn. This is a petting zoo, and so these little guys will come right up to you, and they're in search of food. Check out this white turkey. It's one of the first times I've ever seen a white turkey. Well, it looks like there's going to be a good turkey dinner here come November. Looks like they have their own miniature pond with their very own little miniature water fountain. If you want the stinkiest place in the farm, come right over here to the pig pen. This guy seems to like it. The most beautiful birds on the farm is located by the stinkiest animal on the farm. We have plenty of goats, llamas, looks like Scobie ducks. This is Crash, and he has been nursed back to health by the workers here. He was roaming amongst the RVs when a golf cart hit him, and he needed to go to the vet. They have the hay loaded up and ready to feed the animals tomorrow morning. Some of the chickens are penned up so that they have fresh eggs. Predators can't get to them. Way back behind the barn in the field, back behind the RVs, there is a lot of sheep. Now these poor sheep don't get fed as much as the ones up front because people don't know they're here. Well, now you do. When you're feeding the animals, remember the sheep in the back. There's a propane filling station here. They fill propane from 10 to 11 a.m. and 3 to 4 p.m. daily. There is easy access to get to the propane with your RV. There is a pool here on the property. This is comfort station number 2. It is your shower and bathroom for the pool and sits in front of the dump station. Across from the corral, between 2 cornfields, is a path that you can take. Eventually you'll come across some goldenrod across from one of the fields of corn. A poem from Helen Hunt Jackson says, "The goldenrod is yellow, the corn is turning brown, the trees and apple orchards with fruit are bending down." The path that leads between the cornfields from the front leads you to the comfort station number 3 in the back. That is the comfort station that hosts the RVs by the creek. Our roosters seem to be great friends. Not only do they like to have dueling contests at the barn, they like to go search for food together. There are lots of dumpsters scattered throughout the park. Back in the very back, against a cornfield, there's overflow parking where you can store your extra cars and trailers while you're camping here. Of course, this is short term. Looking for storage? You need to store your RV for a long time. They have an RV storage lot. The storage lot is gated, so you cannot bring your RV in here unless you check with the office first. There's room on the left and the right. It looks like there are a few empty spots. Once you come to this stop sign on Gettysburg Farm Drive, in the corner of the petting zoo, you're going to find lots of roads to your right that lead to the campgrounds. This campground is known for having the most level sites. And as you can see, the chickens kind of roam up here. If you want to be closer to the animals, you might have chickens in your yards and dogs running them out. Most of the sites are gravel, shady, and come with a nice grassy yard. If you continue down Gettysburg Drive, you'll go around this circle, and that's where you'll find the original campground that was here before Gettysburg Farms. There's an old swing set back by the RVs on the river. Camping with family and friends? Bring them on down and challenge them to a game of volleyball. There's a nice pavilion down by the creek to host a party or have a picnic at. There are 3 horseshoe pits right beside the pavilion. There's a little box beside the horseshoe pit. When you open it up, there's where they store your horseshoes. It has nice big picnic tables and lots of birds. I love it. They screen the top of it in so the birds can't get to you from there. Pavilion or oversized birdhouse, you decide. There are 2 nice shuffle courts here by the pavilion. Your equipment is left right out here on the shuffleboard court waiting for you. I love how Gettysburg Farm, the people here put the equipment back instead of leaving it scattered. Look how pretty. There are nice hopscotch games right here in the concrete for the kids. Turn on to Creek Road to find pretty spots next to the river. If you choose a site right on the creek, you will be parallel parking. So if you're down by the creek, you can have free honey wagon pump house service. Your picnic table and fire ring will be right here on the water. Beware of that bank, you don't want to slide in. Site 636 And they even have little arrows to point to show you what side of the electric box you're supposed to park on. They've blocked off a little space beside the creek for you to go fishing, cleverly called the fishing area. There's a picnic table in here for you to put your tackle box and fishing gear. If you forgot your fishing gear, there's some at the trading post. Bring your chair down, bring a cooler, and throw in a line. As the row of RV sites dead end by the river, you come to a beautiful tree. Looks like a beautiful place to walk up, read a book, throw a fishing line, or just contemplate life. It looks like many others have had the same idea. There's a nice path leading right up to the tree. I bet you Peyton would climb right up to the top, or very close. But this is good enough for me. Oh wow, okay, this must be deep water because there's a rope swing over here. There are cottages here and they're really cute. We've seen them occupied quite a bit, so if you don't have an RV and you want to come get away, rent one of their cottages. The cottages here have a small front porch, a fire ring, a picnic table. I have to say, this has been one of my very favorite sites that we've had. We are on the corner of Haystack Drive and Morning Glory Drive, site 226 on the corner. Dog not included. This site is roomy enough for a big rig, your toad, a barking dog. It has a gravel entertainment area and a yard. You can't ask for much more. Check out those beautiful shade trees and that handsome man coming out the door. Hi, Fred.
Howdy, howdy.
The site comes with a fire ring. I promise Nikita's not hooked up to it when we start the fire. They also have picnic tables on site. 226 has full hookups, and there's a nice amount of space between the different sites. We do have to say that most of the sites are pretty tall for your sewer hose, but it gets the job done. We have breakers, 50, 30 amp service. We are right across the street diagonal to the Comfort Station. The Comfort Station on Haystack Drive is handicap accessible. The Comfort Station has 4 restrooms, 1 handicap. The handicap bathroom has a nice wide door that pulls outward, and it also has plenty of handrails. There are 4 sinks with 4 mirrors in here and electrical outlets. As you enter the shower door, there's a changing area with a seat and a place to hang your bag. Let's check behind the shower curtain and see how this shower looks. The look of the shower floor is pretty important, but always wear shower shoes. There are 4 shower stalls. The very end one is handicap accessible. The handicap shower comes with a large changing area and a seat. It comes with 2 shower heads, one up high and one down low for easy access. There's a seat in here with 2 handrails to make it easy to move from a chair into the shower, or even just sit so you can make sure you get yourself nice and clean. There is a community fire pit. It's been a long time since I've seen people gathered by the community fire pit. Along the path between the cornfields, you'll find the pet cemetery. This cemetery hosts the pets of Gettysburg past. As the sun is starting to set upon the Gettysburg Farms, I heard a rumor that they brought a medium out here. And it's been told that there are many ghosts that roam Gettysburg Farm. I'll tell you a few stories. You tell me if they're a ghost. Perhaps the ghostly occurrences happen because the soldiers pass this way going to Gettysburg. Or it could be because there's a cemetery underneath the goat pen. I was told that a ranger actually took a picture of an apparition right here on the road between the cornfields. The figure was dressed in none other than soldier attire from the Gettysburg era. At the quiet of off-season, this glass door stays locked. However, the staff here said opening and closing. And when they come out, the door is unlocked and wide open. It's been reported that they can even see the door opening and closing. It has been told that there are 6 ghostly children who dwell in this barn. They've even given Farmer Jeff the nickname Grumpy Old Man. One day, one of the staff members was coming into the barn to get some rec equipment. They were not in a good mood. Very frustrated and angry. They were kind of cussing over their breath. And I guess the ghostly children didn't like this. And so they knew she was looking for a broom. And all of a sudden, a broom whizzed right past her. It was thrown from one end of the barn to the other. Almost as if the children are saying, take your broom and go away. Down by the river, there's an old swing set. And it's been told throughout the campground by the staff members that there's a little boy that comes here to play. Maybe he's from the barn. Sometimes they'll see him sitting full body swinging in the swing. And other days, they come by when there's not a piece of wind stirring and the swing is going back and forth, back and forth. This is one of my favorite parks, so I hope you come visit. And if you've visited before, come back soon.
All right, it's time for the Gettysburg Farm Cellular Service Report. Well, we got Verizon in the lead at 26.4 down and 5.24 up. I haven't seen those numbers in a while from Verizon. Second place is T-Mobile at 14.0 down and 0.20 up. And then AT&T coming in final place at 2.73 down and 0.02 up. So it looks like I'm sticking with Verizon. But once again, a gorgeous park, lots of fun, great animals, good place to be outdoors. We'll talk to you next time.